Hi, and welcome to your practice. If you happen to have a block or a blanket handy, um, you can have them nearby, but they're not necessary. So coming to a seated place on your mat, this is going to be a cooling and calming practice, bringing your hands onto your knees and find that stillness, allowing yourself to be here in this moment. And take a few moments here to create an intention for your practice. What is it that you might need? Noticing your inhales and exhales, and then finding that stillness and silence. On an inhale, gently open your eyes and bring your arms up over your head. Exhale, drop that right hand, bring that left arm over your ear, leaning to the right. Inhale, come back to center, drop your left arm, lean to the left. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, take that left hand onto that right knee and twist to your right, bringing that right hand behind you. Inhale, come back to center, bring your arms up. Take your right hand on the left knee and twist to the left, bringing the left arm behind. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, fold forward, bring your arms in front of you and just lower down, folding in. Inhale, come back up, bring your arms up, take your arms behind you, point your fingers toward you, and then just take a gentle back bend. If you'd like to challenge yourself, you can lift your hips, taking a full back bend. Exhale, lower down. From here, bring yourself onto your hands and knees, and then bring your big toes together. Spread your knees out as wide as feels comfortable for you and sit back on your heels. Take your arms in front of you and bring your head down to your mat, coming into child's pose. And taking a few breaths here, we're going to do a flow from here. And just taking 2 more breaths here, noticing the inhales and exhales. On your next inhale, roll forward, coming down onto your belly. Lift your torso. Exhale, come back into child's pose. Inhale, roll forward. This is cobra or up dog. And then exhale, roll back onto your heels. One more time. Inhale, roll forward, lift your heart. And then exhale, sit back into child's pose. And we'll take a few calming breaths here. On an inhale, bring yourself into table pose or hands and knees. So your wrists are under your shoulders, knees under your hips. We'll do a cat-cow flow. On an inhale, lift your chin, drop your belly. Exhale, bring your chin to your heart, arch your back. Inhale, lift the chin, drop the belly. Exhale, bring your chin to your heart, arch your back. One more time. Inhale, lift the chin, drop the belly. Exhale, bring your chin to your heart, arch your back. And then inhale, come into neutral table. And then on your next breath, bring your hands just slightly in front of you. Curl your toes under, lift your hips, coming into downward facing dog. Bend into the right knee and then bend into the left knee. If your heels touch your mat, that's good. If they don't, that's perfectly fine as well. You're going to feel this stretch in your hamstrings. Bring your head in between your shoulder blades, feeling the extension in your back. And just notice, really being mindful of the breath, being mindful of your inhales and exhales. And breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. On your next exhale, bend your knees, peek at your hands, step, jump, or walk your feet forward. And fold forward. Inhale, come up just halfway straight back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend your knees, bring your arms up into the air, and come into just a slight back bend. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. And just notice your grounding. Notice the feet on your mat. And on your next inhale, open your palms as though you're receiving. And then bringing your fingertips back together, bringing your hands back to your heart center. Take a breath here. And then on another inhale, open the palms, bring your arms up. Take a slight back bend. Exhale, hinging at your hips. You can bend your knees, fold forward. Inhale, come up just halfway straight back. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, step that left foot back, bend into your right knee. Coming into Chandra Namaskar, you can drop that left knee or lift it up. Plant your left hand on your mat, bring your right arm up and make circles. So take that right arm back and circle it forward. Take it back and circle it forward as though you're circling the full moon. And then on an exhale, you're going to bring that right hand down inside that right foot. Walk your hands all the way to center. Fold forward. And then walk your hands all the way to the back of your mat. And now you're going to bend into that left knee. Plant your right hand. Bring that left arm up. And you'll take those circles again. We'll do about 3 circles going back and then coming forward. Your gaze can follow your hand. And then one more time. And from here, plant that left hand next to that left foot, framing that foot, and step that right foot forward to meet your left. And fold forward here, just bowing in. On an inhale, bend your knees and lift your arms up, coming all the way up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. So that was 1 round. We'll do 2 more. Open the palms, bring your arms up. Exhale, hinge at your hips, fold forward. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Step your left foot back, bend into that right knee. Plant that left hand, bring the right arm up. And we'll take those circles, taking that right arm back and forward. And you'll do this 2 more times. And then that right hand will come inside that right foot. Walk your hands to center. Fold forward. And then walk your hands all the way back to the front of your mat. Bending into that left knee. Plant the right hand. Bring the left arm up. Take the arm in circles. Making this a meditation. 1 more time. Then frame that foot. Step that right foot forward to meet the left. Fold forward. And inhale, bring your arms all the way up. Take a back bend. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, bring your arms up over your head. Take a back bend. Exhale, hinge at your hips. You can bend your knees if you'd like. Fold forward. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, step the left foot back, bend into the right knee. Plant the left hand, bring the right arm up, and take that arm in circles going back and forward, and back and forward, back and forward, and then planting that right hand, come to center, fold forward, walk your hands all the way to the back, bend that left knee, plant your right hand. Bring your left arm up and take it in circles, going back and around. If you'd like to drop that back knee, you can. And then planting that left hand, step that right foot forward, fold forward, You can bend your knees here. Inhale, come all the way up. Take a back bend. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more round. Inhale, bring your arms up over your head. Exhale, hinging at your hips, fold forward. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Plant your hand, step your left foot back, bend into the right knee. Plant your left hand, bring the right arm up, and take that right arm back in circles. Again, making this a meditation. And then bringing that right hand inside that right foot, walk to center, fold in, coming all the way around, bending into that left knee, plant your right hand, bring the left arm up, and take that arm in circles at least 3 times. So one more time, and then plant that hand, step the back foot forward to meet the front, fold forward. You can bend your knees here. Inhale, come all the way up, arms up, take a back bend. Exhale, hands to heart center. And just take a moment here. On an exhale, bend your knees, drop your hips, bring your arms up, coming into chair pose, Utkatasana. Be sure your knees are over your ankles, you can see your toes. Bring your hands to your heart center. Take your left elbow to the outside of that right knee. Take a twist to the right. Prayer twist. Inhale, bring your arms up, coming into chair pose. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Take that right elbow to the outside of the left knee, twisting to the left. Inhale, bring your arms up, coming up. Straighten your knees, bring your hands to your heart center. On your next breath, step your left foot back, bend into that right knee. Be sure that knee is over your ankle, you can see your toes. Your back foot is pivoted sideways. Inhale, bring your arms up. Bend your elbows, bring your shoulder blades together, and then bring your arms up again. Coming into Warrior One. Your hips are square to the short edge of your mat. And so this is a pose of strength. On your next breath, bring your hands, your arms down, and then bring your hands to prayer. Step the back foot forward to meet the front. And then step your right foot back. We'll take that Warrior One pose to this side. So that back foot's pivoted sideways, your knee is over your ankle, and then bring your arms up over your head. Square your hips to the short edge of your mat. We'll take a few breaths here, just noticing your balance. Notice your strength. On an exhale, bring your arms out to a T and square your hips to the long edge of your mat. Again, your knee is over the ankle, and then you can take your gaze over that left hand. This gazeless gaze called Drishti. And noticing the breath. Inhale and exhale. Straighten that left knee and then turn and bend into your right knee. Take your gaze over your right hand. So coming into Warrior Two in this direction. On an exhale, bring that right forearm to your right thigh. Lean sideways and bring that left arm up and over your left ear. So that right arm is loosely on that right thigh. You don't want to put pressure on that right arm. So this is all coming from your core. Inhale, come back into Warrior Two. Straighten that right knee, pivot and turn. Bring that left forearm onto that left thigh. Take that right arm over that right ear for side angle pose. And just notice. Coming back into Warrior Two, straighten that knee. Bring your hands to your hips. Step your back foot forward to meet the front. Inhale, bring your arms up over your head. Exhale, hinge at your hips, fold forward. And then take your feet and bring them about as wide as your mat or whatever is comfortable so that you can come into a squat. If a squat doesn't work for you, then just come right down to seated. And from here, bend your knees, plant your feet. We're going to come into what's called a half boat. Lift your legs just halfway. Your knees are bent. You can keep your hands supporting your thighs, or you can bring your arms up. So this is a strengthening pose, strengthening our center. And then exhale, cross your legs, bring your arms in front of you and fold forward. Inhale, come back up, plant your feet. We'll do another half boat. And again, you can support your boat or bring your arms out. And just noticing. Remember to breathe here. Exhale, cross your legs and fold forward. We'll do one more boat pose, planting your feet. Lift your legs just halfway. Bring your arms out. And then cross your legs and fold forward. And inhale, come all the way up. Extend your legs out long. And rooting in with your feet, plant your hands at your sides, really pushing into your hands, and roll your shoulder blades back. Flex your feet. Feel all the muscles in your legs engaged. On an inhale, bring your arms up over your head. Exhale, hinge at your hip crease and fold forward. If you can reach your feet, grab your feet. If not, then grab your shins, your ankles, and fold in, bowing in. Forward folds are nurturing and calming poses. So just allow yourself to melt here. And taking a few more breaths. Again, noticing those inhales and exhales. Really focusing on the breath. On an inhale, gently bring yourself all the way back up. And cross your legs and come onto your belly. And bend your elbows. Be sure your elbows are under your shoulders. And then drop your forearms. Plant your hands, fingers wide as can be, and also bring your legs out as wide as your mat or wider, whatever feels comfortable. And then on an inhale, lift your torso and feel this stretch in your back. This is a back bend. If this bothers your shoulders, bring your hands together in prayer. This is Sphinx pose. This is a wonderful pose to do if you have any lower back issues or any sciatic issues. And again, noticing your breath, remembering to breathe. Yoga is really about breath. We'll be here for a few more moments. On an exhale, make a pillow with your hands and lower down onto your forehead. And then on your next breath, roll over onto your back. And planting your feet on your mat, your knees bent, grab your block if you have one. If you don't, no worries. We're going to do a few bridge poses. So bringing your arms to your sides with your palms down. On an inhale, lift your hips. You can stay here, or if you'd like to go a little further, bring your shoulder blades together, interlace your fingers, lift your hips a little higher. And taking several breaths here. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. Exhale, release your bind and drop your hips. We'll do one more bridge pose. Inhale, lift your hips, interlace your fingers. Lifting your hips on an inhale. Exhale. Release the bind, lower down. Hug your knees into your chest. And then bring your legs up into the air. You can stay right here. If you have a block, bring your feet back down with your knees bent. Lift your hips and take that block and place it right under your sacrum. You can also use a blanket if you'd like, so doubling or tripling up your blanket, and then lift your legs. This is an inversion, a really easy inversion, allowing all the circulation to just flow down from your legs. Again, another very calming pose. And just noticing your breath. Finding that stillness. We'll take a few more breaths here. Maybe bringing your intention back to mind. And exhale. Lower the legs. If you have that block underneath, plant your feet, lift your hips, and remove the block. Hug your knees into your chest. Gently rock side to side. And bring your arms out to a T. Allow the knees to fall over to the right. Gently lift your head, take your gaze to the left. Feeling this nice twist. On an inhale, bring your knees back to center. Exhale, drop your knees to the left. Gently lift your head, take your gaze to the right. And taking a few more breaths here. On an inhale, bring your knees to center and hug them in. Bring your head to your knees and then release the pose. If you happen to have a blanket, you can grab your blanket. You can use it to place under your knees, or if you'd like to cover yourself up, preparing for our final pose of Shavasana, corpse pose, our ending pose. This is an important pose. It is the most important pose of the entire practice. So I encourage you to take a few moments here. The remaining of the video will be about 3 minutes, so you can stay here if you'd like. You can continue for a little bit longer. And I will leave you here to the end of the video. The light in me honors and reflects the light in you. Namaste.